Get ready, because what you're going through now isn't a bug. You're not just worn out. You're not just thinking about things. Also, you're not broken at all. That which is taking place is much bigger and stronger than you think. Your energy is outgrowing the life it used to be happy in with the thoughts you used to agree with, the habits that kept you steady in the past, the persona you've had for years. All of them feel too small now. There's no chance in that. That's not stress. That is a timeline that is breaking up. The old form of you starts to fall apart when your energy starts to move toward a new frequency. It's not because you failed, but because you're not moving in the same way you did before. As a result, some strange signs, explosions of emotion, not able to explain tiredness. One moment of certainty, then confusion. It makes you feel lost. This part is not talked about, but you should know that this is the middle, the place where one storyline ends and another one starts. It's not easy. It's not a straight line, but it has to happen. You're not showing signs that something is wrong with the symptoms you're having. They show that your energy is moving faster than the world around you can keep up. There is no doubt that these signs show that you're leaving the old era and entering a brand new one. These days, you can't get rid of the heavy feeling in your chest. It has nothing to do with a certain event. You didn't lose anyone. It doesn't look like anything broke. It seems like something has died, though, and you can't quite say what it is. One of the first signs that your old timeline is breaking up is this. You don't like the version of yourself that you used to be. It doesn't matter if you can't remember what changed. Old habits, identities, and ways of thinking are falling apart. And they were familiar, even if they hurt or got in the way. They're now going. This kind of sadness is quiet but strong. When you wake up, you might miss things you didn't even like. You might cry for no reason or look at places, people, or things that used to mean something to you. They feel empty now. Your body is sad about things that your mind hasn't thought about yet. This is what takes place when a timeline breaks apart. Your soul knows what's going on before your conscious mind does because it is letting go of its spiritual ties to the past. Take your time. Do not call it sadness. It's holy sadness. Allow it to pass through you. It's easier for the new date to stick when your field is clear. Being sad is not a loss. It's just how things work. There you're in a room that you've seen 100 times before. Your house, the place where you work, or a friend's house. And all of a sudden, something is wrong. It's like you've entered a different world that looks and feels the same. This is what happens when your energy changes more quickly than the things around you. Your old reality is still there, but your energy signature is no longer in sync with it. That's why some rooms, streets, or talks feel strangely empty these days. Some people say they feel like they're above their lives. It's unpleasant to just watch instead of making small talk. Patterns feel like robots. Your own voice might sound strange. That feeling of being separate is not disassociation. Dimensions are not lined up right. People around you might not notice, but your body does. Your nervous system starts to be very alert. Noise, lights, and even your own routine are too much for you. It's not stress. Your energy field can sense that it's not meant to be here anymore. Even though you're still in the shell of your old period, your frequency has moved on. The gap will eventually close, either because your body changes to match your energy or because you make decisions that move you forward. But the weirdness is a sign at this point. You're not losing touch with the real world. You're about to leave a version of it. You used to be able to talk to people without thinking. You could be the most outgoing person in person, but simple interactions didn't wear you down. But now every talk is a waste of time. It's not because of the people, but because of the energy exchange. Your aura becomes very sensitive to frequencies that don't belong when you're tearing through an old reality. In other words, anyone who is still working in the frequency of your old self may now feel energetically incompatible with you, even if you love them. When talks are over, you might have a headache, feel emotionally cloudy, or even feel a little shaky. It's not about you. It has vibrations, and your energy is using tiredness to keep you from getting stuck in places that don't help you grow anymore. No, you're not being rude. You're not talking. Naps and being alone won't help with this kind of tiredness. To recalibrate your field, you need room. You'll feel more worn out the more you try to force yourself to act normally. Your nervous system is trying to disconnect from the old way of connecting in order to make something more real and deep. Weakness is not being tired. This is feedback. You're not going to fall apart if you feel this way right now. Energy mass is being lost, and your body needs time to make up for it. The tiredness will go away soon. It wasn't a surprise when things became clear after that. You can feel it. Feelings of sadness, anger, or even happiness. No clear cause. There was no clear event. All of a sudden, though, you're either about to cry or totally overcome by a strange happiness or sadness. This is not mood swings. It frees up your energy. It's not quiet when your energy starts to move out of an old era. Everything that had to do with that version of you, not dealt with feelings. Barry is afraid that unfulfilled wants will start to come to the surface and your body will become the way to let them out. You can't explain that anger wave. It could be a feeling you buried years ago that is finally coming to the surface because the part of you that took it in is melting away, making that random joy disappear. A glimpse of the frequency you're changing into could mean that your emotional system is getting rid of the remains of your old self. Most people try to control or block these waves, but that only makes the pain last longer during energetic shifts. Giving up is the key. Feel what you feel. Put a name on it. Do not look for a story. Your spirit is making room. And the more you let this happen, the lighter you feel. These waves of feeling are not breakdowns. They're really breakthroughs. These days, you look back at the things you used to believe and wonder how you ever believed them. Things you used to hold dear, like ideas, beliefs, and even relationships, need to be looked at again. It's not that you want to be disobedient. You're not matched anymore. This asking of yourself is not confusion. It's breaking down. The mental structures you built on the old timeline start to fall apart as your energy moves toward a higher one. That includes your ideas about love, happiness, your purpose, and even who you are. It can be upsetting, but it has to be done. Your soul wants to know what kind of person you'd be if the old rules didn't shape you. It can be lonely at this time. Some people might think you're unreliable or lost. There's something holy about it, though. You're not trying to get rid of the past. You're trying to sort through it all and keep only the things that still make sense. In the end, a new kind of truth shows up. You no longer need all the answers. You start to believe the questions. Your views are not based on fear or tradition, but on what you've seen and felt in your life. Keep in mind that this isn't just spiritual growth. It's also energetic power. It also means that your next schedule will be based on real events, not fake ones. There are days when I feel like hours have gone by. Some days you feel like you're stuck in one moment that never ends. You forget about plans. You might forget what day it is or think that something that happened to you last week happened months ago. No, this is not bad time management. It means your view of time is moving away from the linear model. Your internal clock starts to sync with frequency instead of schedule when your energy is changing timelines. In other words, time either gets longer or shorter based on how energetic the moment is. Sometimes, deep talks feel like they last forever, or you may feel like you've been lost in thought or creativity for 5 minutes, but it's been hours. When your soul is the point of reference instead of the clock, time changes. It can be hard to get used to this in a world full of routines and schedules. What also means is that your awareness is starting to work in ways that are different from the old paradigm. You're still in charge. You're becoming more aware of things in a way that isn't linear. This new awareness feels time and plans it. This will become a gift in the end. You'll stop making things happen on your schedule. You won't just be going through time anymore. You'll know when to act and when to wait. You're moving along with it now. Not much is wrong, but something doesn't feel right. A friend you've known for years makes you feel down. A place you used to love now feels heavy. You feel like you used to be someone else when you do certain things or have certain habits. This is not avoiding. It's a change of energy. When your frequency changes, things that don't match it start to move away from you automatically. This includes jobs, talks, places, people, and even music or other things you used to enjoy. At first, you may not want to do this. It might make you feel betrayed or guilty. You know it's true though. You're different now. What your old self could handle, your new energy won't stand. Some links break quickly, while others weaken over time. Still, the meaning is the same. You're being pulled into place. The past is over, not because it was wrong, but because it is. Trust is needed at this time. You can be sad about what you're leaving behind, but don't hold on to it. Your energy is making room for the people, places, and things that will come your way in the next cycle. They're not just different. They're made to fit the person you're becoming. You want less noise, less mess, and fewer responsibilities. The need to show yourself, to hustle, and to always be doing things starts to fade. And where it should be, there's a quieter sound, a need for room. This isn't being lazy. It's not an escape. It means that your energy is getting better as you leave your old era. Your aura starts to block out too much input. You don't want what makes you feel bad anymore. You want calm, clean energy, and easy things. This shows up in their bodies and in their minds. You clean up your house without realizing that you want silence instead of music. Don't keep telling people who never understood you what you mean. The soul is making room for the next form of you to live. This ease of use is not a retreat. It's a getting ready. It's easier to hear the intuitive advice of your new timeline if you get rid of more energy that you don't need right now. Don't try to fight the urge to be quiet, move slower, or take a step back. It's not moving forward. This is orientation. You're not cutting yourself off from life. You're getting back in touch with your true energy. And things that don't make sense will fall away on their own. If these signs made you think of yourself, not at all. You're not crazy. That's not a fail. You're taking a step forward. The life you used to have was made for a different version of yourself, and that version is now falling apart. It's not because it was wrong, but because someone's calling you up. This is what it looks like for real growth in energy. Even though it's messy, strange, and lonely, it's holy. Each symptom you had and any strange changes in your body, mind, or feelings, it's all connected to a bigger plan. You're not going to cry. You're making progress. Your energy is already making a new plan for you, one that fits with your truth, your next level, and your alignment. Trust it is all that's left. If this message hit you hard, leave a comment below. I'm ready to live in line with my new schedule. Let's say it again, and don't stop now. Check out the next movie, because what's coming next isn't just a change in the spirit. It means a change in who you are. And your old life won't just look different after you cross that line. Someone else's things will feel like they belong to it.